Hey folks, ML here for the Daily Landsblog on October the 18th, 2019. I don't want to say where I gave a speech because it was at a school. It was at a post-secondary school. But I want to respect people's privacy, but I think I kind of feel like I should tell the story of what I experienced. So it was a great experience, a great crowd, because when people show up to hear you speak and they're not obligated to do so, meaning sometimes you go to a corporation and people are told you got to be there to listen to this guy speak. And that means not necessarily they're all there because they go, wow, I want to hear him speak. Sometimes they go because I got to go. But when you go to a school, for instance, and people have the choice, then you know that they're really interested in the subject matter. And like every school, this school has had a problem with suicide. Every post-secondary school either is going through it or knows that they will go through it or fears that they will be next. It's a fact of life that on campuses all across the country, young people fight and battle this illness, and some eventually do attempt to take their lives. And I was told before I spoke that I shouldn't make reference to what had happened on this campus as a suicide. And I respect that. I get that. I understand that. If that's the family's wishes, then I 100% understand that. If it's the school's wishes, I don't understand that. But of course, I would abide by it because, who am I to tell them how they should do their business? But here's what really scares me, that in 2019, we're still in a position where it's not open discussion. We still are afraid that by talking about suicide, we will bring it upon ourselves, that we give people this idea or we create this environment where there's talk about it and they go, you know what? I ought to take my life. I never knew I could do that, but I heard this guy talking about it and I thought, wow, that's a good idea. It's absurd to think that speaking about it in a candid, open, sensitive way to create hope in those who are really struggling could actually lead to someone taking their own life. And it's not as simple as that. And I know that there is, a whole aspect of this which is triggering. But I think the preponderance of the evidence suggests that the greater good is to talk about it, to say it over and over again, and to make sure that people understand it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to say the word. It's okay to look somebody in the eyes that you care about, or somebody at your school, that's there to help you if you need help. It's okay to look them in the eyes and say, I'm really scared because I have thoughts of taking my own life. And I'm afraid that if I don't get help really right now, that I might do something that I don't want to do. I don't create these thoughts. I didn't ask for them, but I can't get rid of them. And the only way you can often is to treat the illness. So we need to talk. And we need to talk even though it's painful and even though it may not seem like the right thing. I believe it is. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here because I just said it. We gotta talk.